All right. How to interrogate a narcissist. Let's get it. Let's get it, chat. It's a long one. Get your popcorn and all that. You're.
I'm gonna go get him some food. He hasn't
Okay.
eaten. So.
Hey, Joe, I'm just gonna search you, man. Make sure. Can I hands up that, or do you just want me to pat you down on the outside?
I mean, I'm kind of cold, so.
Well, don't take it off. Don't take it off.
Are your hands warm? Okay.
Aren't your hands
Despite
warm?
the seemingly cordial exchange you just watched, 41-year-old Joseph Ferlazzo is at this point classified as extremely dangerous and unpredictable. And it's no coincidence the biggest officer at the Vermont State Police St. Albans Barracks was chosen to conduct this opening sequence of his interrogation.
Long night, huh?
Yeah.
Any knives on those keys?
Oh, you know what? There's like a little baby,
Oh, that? I just set that right there. We do this, we always make sure anybody that comes in here doesn't have any knives or anything on them. Is that your wallet?
Yeah.
You set that there for me. We're just always, hyper vigilant about everything.
Yeah.
So here, have a seat, make yourself comfortable.
I think Amy said she's gonna get you some food. You said you were hungry?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll work on
Let's
that.
see if we can get you. Thanks.
You,
Yeah.
what were you doing? Just going to the gas station?
Yeah.
She found you?
Yeah.
No way. Were you on the side of the road?
Yeah, I was walking to the gas
Just
station.
chilling, huh? How you do this thing?
What are they interrogating him for?
That works too. Keep moving. Cool, man.
Imagine for a moment being told to go into a room with a man who just viciously murdered his wife, but act as
Oh,
if he has
shit.
done nothing wrong, as though he were a harmless stranger in need of assistance. Your outward demeanor must show no judgment, no suspicion, and certainly no fear,
Okay, well, I got
while
my answer.
maintaining such an artificial calm in front of
Shit.
such an unpredictable threat. Many people would jump at the sudden clatter of metal from his pocket knife being tossed across the table. And while this officer reveals
Well,
the
man, so
smallest
didn't I?
crack in composure from the sheer abruptness of it,
Shit.
he immediately blends into the moment and maintains the desired atmosphere.
That works too. Keep moving. Cool, man.
What you're seeing here from the officer is deception, 100% pure choreography, and a particular form of psychological maneuvering that just so happens to work perfectly with this individual's personality. Anytime Joseph tries to be funny or charming, the officer responds in the appropriate manner to protect his ego. You will notice
This
he
nigga hasn't been
completely
funny
strips
one
the
time.
atmosphere of its gravity and ensures there is
Hasn't been
no
funny not
tension
one
or
time.
awkwardness in the exchange. The reason this works so well in this specific circumstance is because
He
Joseph
seems
Ferlazzo,
angry
in
and
our
agitated,
opinion, is a
actually.
raging fucking narcissist. He's so
Okay.
incredibly susceptible to the external validation from the officers that he genuinely seems to believe they've taken a strong liking to him, and that he's able to control the environment through his super chill, laid-back personality. To give you some context, Joseph will go on to plead not guilty to all charges. So let's briefly jump ahead 3 years to his trial, and hear in his own words how he supposedly ended up in this interrogation chair.
Please be seated, everyone. Does the defense wish to present a case, Ms. Jan?
Yes, thank you. We call Joseph Ferlazzo.
Okay.
Solemnly affirm that the evidence you shall give relative to the cause now under consideration.
So, Joseph, we're going to take things one subject at a time, okay?
Very good.
How are you feeling this morning?
Very nervous, very anxious, very tired. Yeah.
Okay. Reaches a point where you feel you need a break, let us know, please.
Yes.
The act he's trying to project here is that of a traumatized husband, a man who
Yeah.
had no choice but to save his own life from an abuser. He frequently widens his eyes and performs these hard swallows to convey heightened vulnerability and emotional shock, gestures that appear semi-convincing during direct examination, but will completely fall apart under cross-examination.
So let's start with some easy information. Where were you born?
I was born in Pennsylvania, in Reading, Pennsylvania.
When did you move to Vermont?
I moved to Vermont in 2012.
Were you working as a tattoo artist at that time?
Yes, I was.
When did you meet Emily?
I met Emily in 2018.
And to be clear, we're talking about Emily Ferlazzo, who was your wife, right?
Yes.
How did you meet her?
Well, I had initially met her through her friend Lauren. I can't remember her last name. Lauren.
Lauren was an apprentice in his tattoo shop who one day brought in her best friend Emily for a piercing.
When she left, I made a comment to Lauren. I said that. I was like, that friend of yours is something special. I said I wouldn't mind making her my next ex-wife. Lauren laughed.
You didn't start dating her at that point?
No,
That's a weird
no,
statement.
I think she was seeing somebody else, and I was seeing somebody else.
Emily returns to the shop to get a tattoo. He claims that she called him afterwards, whereas records indicate he was the one who called her.
She wanted to have more tattooing done.
Already.
She's like, oh my God, like,
Already with the
I really love
lies.
this tattoo, like, and now I want more. A week and a half, 2 weeks later, she's back getting more tattoos. I'm asking her how she's been in the last 2 weeks, how her tattoo healed. Her demeanor was different. She told me she had just broken up with her boyfriend. She dyed her hair a different color. She was extremely flirty, and I was receptive to that. I was like, wow, like, you really seem like pretty open today. Like, and I asked her if she wanted to go have a motorcycle ride and see a tour of some of Vermont.
And did she?
Yes, she did. Yes, we took a motorcycle ride that evening.
So after that night, when did you see Lauren, excuse me, I keep saying Lauren, Emily next?
The next day.
They hung out every day for the rest of the summer and eventually got married in October.
So you were happy?
I was happy.
And did she seem to be happy?
Yes, she was.
And during these
kinda
first
quick.
few months of your relationship, what I've already asked you, you said it was euphoric and you were both happy, right?
Yes, that's right.
What's the matter? You're looking a little...
Yeah, I'm feeling very emotional right now.
What's bothering you?
I miss her.
Let me know when you're ready to start again.
I'm okay.
You're okay?
I'm okay.
He claims the first several months of the marriage were happy before things started going downhill.
It led to, it led to violence and
Explain what you mean
like
by
physical abuse started coming into our relationship.
The only evidence of physical abuse in their relationship was of him abusing her, which colleagues in their work circles had suspected was going on.
Where she would
Cooked.
go through my phone and
Cooked.
then respond by beating on me.
Was she saying anything to you while this was happening?
Yeah, just really, she was really angry. So, you're a fucking asshole. I don't want to. Do I have to swear? Do I have to
I
quote?
want you to say what she said.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, she would say, you're a fucking asshole. I can't believe you're still fucking talking to this bitch. And it was a friend of mine that I'd known for years, and I told her that I would stop being physical with this friend and that our relationship wasn't going to dissolve because we were friends since 2014. Like,
Was she angry?
yes, she was. Yes, she was very angry. Yes, she was assaulting me.
So she was verbally angry
Yes.
and physically
Yes, ma'am.
hitting you.
Yes, physically.
And did you ever hit her back?
No, ma'am.
You never contacted the police about any of the times that she assaulted you.
The technical term for what you're seeing here is called drawing the sting. It's when the defense raises a damaging issue themselves before the prosecution can exploit it. And Joseph here seems to have practiced this one in the mirror a few times.
No, it's not their business.
Not their business. That's a motto that you live your life by, isn't it?
I'm an independent person. I'm a very private person. I don't want to dump my crap on other people.
They then got a dog, bought a camper van, and went to Bolton, Vermont for their one-year wedding anniversary.
This was our first like road trip as a family. So it's very exciting.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Emily too, she was in a good mood?
Yeah, she was super excited to take Rosie out, and she was stoked to meet Nikki and Ariel.
Nikki is his sister, and Ariel is her boyfriend, who they were meeting up with for the anniversary. The first night they got there, while alone together in the camper van, he claims Emily started becoming combative, saying the anniversary idea was terrible and the camper van was stupid.
So I was like, yo, like, maybe just like pour yourself a drink and relax.
He then takes the dog out for a walk and brings his handgun with him.
It has tritium sights on it, so you can see in the dark. And that was, I had seen some, what I believe to be coyote. I like shown a flashlight and I saw a couple sets of eyes in the dark, so Remington's a pretty small dog. And I just wanted to be able to protect her.
Magnificent valor.
When he gets back into the camper van, he claims Emily starts berating him about the candles he lit
Sounds good.
earlier being too bright.
And I said, it's not that
good.
bright. Like, you could always just roll over.
That definitely seems like
She
he's
got
rehearsed
up
it.
and ran at me and grabbed one of the candles.
He claims that she begins attacking him with a candlestick.
Where?
She hit me in like my neck and head, and in my arms. I was like blocking. I had to restrain her. I had to like physically grab her by her arms and like hold her arms down. And she kept kicking. She actually kicked Remy.
He says that he manages to push her onto the side of the bed and she calms down.
I told her that that we're not your punching bags, and
You said what?
I told her that we weren't her punching bags.
We weren't.
Yeah, she kicked Remy.
For the record, Emily adored animals, and this statement
I feel like he's trying to paint her as the villain here. He's trying to paint her as the monster, and that she's this very violent, angry, combative person. And I'm not saying that she wasn't. I don't know. I wasn't fucking there, but I'm just saying he's trying to really paint that picture. Okay.
was deemed extremely implausible by her peers. Joseph, on the other hand, was accused by his ex-girlfriend of kicking her dog on 2 separate occasions.
And she was kicking me and punching me, and I pushed her back. And I told Remy, I was like, "Yo, we're gonna take a walk."
After the second walk, he gets back into the camper van, drinks a vodka and Coke, then starts getting into his side of the bed.
So I was climbing over her, and she shouted, "Fuck off!" And she like threw an elbow at me, and elbowed me in my groin. And I said, "No more hitting." And so we had like a bunch of throw pillows we like lined around the bed, like the top of the bed where we slept. So one of the throw pillows was right there, and I swatted her with the throw pillow, and I said, "Stop hitting."
Please remember these next 17 seconds, which we're calling the phony fugue state. He tries to present a foggy, dissociated moment of recollection, with long pauses, forced ums, and a vacant stare. But it's pure performance. And we know it's performance because he'll completely contradict this manner of recollection during cross-examination.
And that's when it happened.
What happened?
She said, "That's it. You're dead." And she threw her arm under her pillow.
He earlier made the claim that both him and Emily slept with handguns under their pillows, also deemed highly implausible by witness testimony.
And she pulls her hand out with the Taurus. And
How were you feeling?
I was feeling horrified.
Were you afraid?
I was terrified. Like there was as soon as I saw that, I just felt like this wave of heat, just red hot. And
a wave of heat.
She started pushing her
Red
body
hot.
up in an instant, and I'm like, no. And like I don't know, like she wasn't stopping, and I was holding my Glock.
He'll later claim he was in the process of putting the gun under his own pillow.
And she started just like coming up at me, and I just fired.
Why?
She was gonna shoot me.
And you were afraid?
Very.
Yeah, duh.
From this point forward, he claims to have no memory of the events that followed until he woke up in a police cell 3 days later. But according to corroborated evidence and witness testimony, he had breakfast with his sister the next morning, where he ordered a goat cheese omelet, a side of bacon, and a samosa. He then gave his sister a tattoo. When his sister asked where Emily was, he told her she was sleeping. He then sent a string of text messages to Emily's phone number.
Bruh. Shot her ass and then went and had an omelet with his sister in the morning. It's crazy. But he don't remember this, is what he's saying. Now all of a sudden he has a memory lapse. He don't remember the next 3 days until he woke up in the cell. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know about all of it, but some of what he's saying sound like some bullshit. Alright, I'm gonna keep it stacked.
The next day, he went to a bonfire party, where he was seen taking bong hits and doing keggers. Later that same evening, he would send Emily another series of text messages. He went for pancakes and a samosa once again the next morning, then sent Emily one final message.
You're an asshole.
It would be shortly after this message that Emily's mother asked Joseph where her daughter was and why her phone had been switched off for so long. He told her they had gotten into a fight and that he hadn't seen Emily in roughly 2 days. Emily was then reported missing. Roughly 7 hours later, as Joseph's friend was driving him back to where the camper van was parked, they noticed police had cordoned off the area. Joseph then told his friend to stop the car, at which point he got out and wandered off into the woods. His next known location was at a maple fields 10 miles away roughly 14 hours later, where by pure happenstance he was spotted by a police officer.
And what was he doing?
He was getting a drink out of the cooler and sort of stepping back from the cooler at that time.
Did you recognize the male?
When he closed the door to the cooler and he turned around and we made eye contact, I was like, wait, I know this person. In that moment, I couldn't figure out where or why. My brain was still trying to catch up with me. But I knew I recognized him.
Okay. And did you ultimately determine how you recognized him?
Yeah, so he walked to the right and then turned to walk up to one of the aisles towards the front of the store, and he turned and looked at me again. And we locked eyes again, and at that point, I recognized that it was Joseph Ferlazzo.
Okay.
It seemed to me, based on my training and experience, it was almost as if he were trying to figure out, fight, flight, freeze, what do I do?
Okay. And what did you say to him?
I said, Joseph, it's you, right? Are you okay?
This was Detective Sergeant Amy Nolan, taking the initiative, and one of 2 reasons why the upcoming interrogation you're about to see unfolds the way it does. Joseph Ferlazzo was classified as a homicide suspect. She would have been entirely within her authority to draw her weapon, order him to the ground, and wait for backup to secure the arrest. Instead, relying on her experience and a remarkable amount of both courage and composure, she seized the unique opportunity when it presented itself.
Okay. And what did he do in reply?
He took his drink down and his body language sort of deflated, and he said, no, I'm not okay.
She very gradually explains that he's not in trouble and not under arrest, but feels it could be a good idea for him to accompany her back to the police barracks.
And so did you bring him back to the barracks?
I did. The other thing that we did sort of in that halfway point was I asked him and explained before I could give him a ride. It was our sort of protocol that we had to pat somebody down for weapons before I could allow him in my cruiser with me. And also because I don't have a typical cruiser, with what they call the cage in the back to separate the officer from a person that they've picked up for some reason. So he said that was fine. He's indicated he had
I
no
don't
weapon.
think this is where he fucked up at. This is where he's like, he's probably lying, right? Full of shit. If he shot her, right, and killed his girlfriend or his wife in self-defense, that's what he was saying on the stand. That's pretty much self-defense. She pulls a gun on him. She's saying, "Oh, you're gonna die." She's gonna threaten to shoot him or whatever. And she pulls out a gun. He shot her in self-defense because he thought, or he was under the impression, she was about to kill him. Okay. If that is exactly how it went down, why did you not go to the authorities? Why did you not turn yourself in? Why did you not, you know what I'm saying? Call the police right then and there. This is what happened. This is what I did. My wife just tried to kill me. You know what I'm saying? Instead, you went and fucking had pancakes and, you know what I'm saying, exotic omelets and shit. This nigga was eating like he was Tony Yayo in the Swiss Alps. You know what I'm saying? With the bonfires and shit. Did the little fake text messages. You knew she was cooked, but you wanted to send little messages like you didn't know what was going on.
So
That's
I
where you
patted him
fucked up
down
at.
real quick.
So it was just you and Mr. Ferlazzo in the ride back to the barracks.
Correct.
And did you speak to him during that time about Emily?
Not about Emily. I asked him, like I said, it was cold that day. I asked him, "Are you cold?" He said he was. I turned the heat up. I said, "Have you been out all night?" Based on the interactions that I knew had occurred the night before, he said he had. I asked him if he, was thirsty, if he was hungry. He said he was. And so, again, I told him, I turned the heat up and I told him I would get him something to eat once we got back to the barracks.
The journey to the police station took just under 7 minutes. The second factor behind how this interrogation unfolds is Sergeant Nolan's ability to brief her colleague at speed. It took roughly 30 seconds for the suspect to be greeted at the door by the precinct's commanding officer and walk to interview room 3, during which time she managed to relay the circumstances of his arrest and the precise approach required for this interaction.
Cool, man. What time did your shift start?
We start at 8.
You do
on day shift, so
I do like 8 to 8, like a 12 or something?
No, 9. It's either 9 or 10 hours.
I'm gonna go get you a sandwich, but will this hold you over? You're not gonna eat that? Okay, I'll go get ham, turkey.
Somebody will eat that. I know.
Somebody will.
I know.
Bunch of cops around, somebody will. It was the closest food I could find.
You know, fuck it. Bring it.
All right, you got it.
I appreciate your effort.
You got it. All right, I'll get you a sandwich.
I'm not a donut kind of guy. Really sweet,
Too much. I laid off sugar for a while.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Oh my God.
You like to sit in the blanket?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
It's cold out there. You've been here for a while?
But now he's been a little nice, more receptive here.
6 years. 6 years. New faces, I guess. Huh?
They didn't look too comfortable.
Turn around.
They got them nice and comfy. They know they prepping. They know they finna cook. They know they finna cook.
First day of daycare.
Get them nice and comfortable.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Get pictures and stuff?
Talking about
Not
the
yet.
bullshit.
I asked for something. So I was nervous this morning.
They're kind of lowering his
She's never been to a daycare or anything
defenses,
before.
I guess you could
She's gonna
say.
come back with like a runny nose.
Yeah, right.
That's how I got
Coffee,
what I
got a
believe
donut,
was COVID.
a damn blanket. She going to get him a sandwich.
It was 2019. This cute little kid.
They treating him like he's one of
literally
them.
His entire face was like a booger.
Yeah.
So it was beautiful. He had these
Yeah.
huge like saucers for eyeballs, like big long lashes like this.
Yeah.
And I'm holding them at arm's length, and I'm like, I'm looking at him. I'm like, I'm so sick from this. But it was cute. I bounced him on my lap, and
Sure enough, you got sick.
so sick.
Yeah.
I think it was COVID. It was like a
Did you lose like smell and taste and all that?
not really.
Yeah. So
Not really. It was just kind of like your run-of-the-mill sort of flu.
Yeah.
He He talks about COVID for another 2 minutes while the detective continues pretending to be interested in what he has to say.
You know, I masked and I didn't mask and I touched things and I didn't use hand sanitizer every second, and really I just lived my life the way I was living it.
Yeah.
I just tested negative.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure whatever the fuck that thing was in 19 was the thing. The big bad boogie monster.
Yeah, right.
Of the super flu that we had to shut America down for.
Crazy times.
He launches into a brief monologue on the global economic fallout of the pandemic.
But then on the low, like everybody's like spending their savings, so then it, but then it jumped back up.
Yeah.
I imagine that's got to be pissing some people off.
Probably.
Cool.
Hey,
Joe?
are you the guy I'm gonna talk to?
Is it Joe or Joseph? Which do you prefer? Do you have a preference?
Whatever's easier for you.
Whatever you prefer. I'm James.
James?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, this is Seth. How are you?
Good.
Dude, that's a bit nice.
So his buddy left.
Okay. Well, I'm
The
happy
suits now
to
come
hang right
in.
there. Do you wanna
I
sit on the-
don't need it for anything.
All right.
Just so you know.
Yep, appreciate it.
Take your fingernails out.
Hey, just, we're just gonna shut the door just for privacy purposes. I'm sure you saw there's a few people walking around.
Oh,
The actual reason the door is being shut is because it locks from the outside, a standard safety protocol for high-risk cases in Franklin County.
You need,
The detective appears noticeably uneasy about the pocket knife being left on the table. He'll be visibly on edge during the early stages of this interrogation, yet still perform exceptionally well. And this is perhaps our favorite interrogator so far on this channel, because he is the exact opposite of the person he is sitting across the table from.
do you need anything? I see you got water. Somebody got you some food?
yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
All right. So like I said, my name is James. This is Seth. We work for the state police. We're detectives. You know, we've been trying to get up to speed on what's going on today, and it's our understanding that you might be able to help us kind of understand a few things.
Mm-hmm.
We are happy to listen. You know, our ultimate goal is to you know, find Emily.
They
we're
couldn't.
hoping that
Oh,
you can
okay. They
help
didn't
us
find
with
it.
that. Before we get going,
I wasn't sure
I just want to
if
be
she was
fair to you.
missing
Obviously, we're here in a state
or
police
if,
barracks, right? And I just said we're at the state police. So
they
I
had
just
already
want to
found
make sure
it
that you're aware of the rights that
at
you
this
have.
point.
So I'll read these to you. We're here.
But it makes sense because the mom was like,
Same
"Where's
old
my daughter?"
business
type
going
shit.
on. All right. Well, why don't we? I think what would be helpful for me is just have you start from the beginning of what happened, and start from the beginning, and we'll listen. And then, you know, maybe at the end we'll have a few questions, but we'll go from there. Is that fair?
Yeah.
All right. So I'll turn it over to you. So, kind of what happened.
So I came to Vermont. I was living in New Hampshire for like the last 2 months with my wife and her family. And I came to Vermont. We were supposed to have like a weekend away, like vacation, do some camping, like have some fun. And like as soon as I like put the vehicle in park, like my wife went completely berserk, like completely psychotic. And I shot her as a result of that.
Oh wow, he just came out with it.
And
Did not expect that.
now here we are. So,
All right. Can you? Where did that happen?
Bolton, Vermont.
Okay. All right. So, I guess my next question is, when did that happen?
He says it happened early on Friday morning at the Bolton Ski Resort, which is 4.5 days prior to this moment. He then makes a passing comment about, quote, cleaning up after the incident.
I don't know. I don't know anything past that.
Okay. Describe what you mean when you say you cleaned up.
There was like blood coming out of her head, so I like put a bag over it to catch the blood, and you know, cleaned up. There was blood on the
Yeah, bro, you're fucked.
pillow, so just
Wrong
back
move.
everything up.
Okay.
If it was true self-defense, like he was claiming on the stand, He should have called the authorities.
She's in the bathroom? I haven't been in the bus. So can you describe the bus for me? Like, what's the layout? You walk through the doors.
There's a bathroom and a kitchen and a bed.
He draws out a diagram of the inside of the camper van.
Okay. And so after you kind of clean up and you put Emily in the bathroom, what do?
I don't know. The following morning, I had some breakfast with my sister. Had some coffee and some breakfast with her.
Okay. Tell me about that.
I had some coffee.
What's crazy is, bro, he shot her and just nigga just went to sleep. Just took a nap, went to sleep, woke up, and went and had breakfast with his sister. That's fucking crazy, bro. It's crazy. He gotta be cooked. No way he beat this shit. No way.
Some breakfast with my sister.
In the Airbnb?
The coffee was in the Airbnb, and then we ran down the street for some breakfast.
Okay. Did you talk about what had happened?
No.
No?
No, I was meeting her new boyfriend, so.
Okay. All right. Did they ask about
Just
it?
going on.
Yeah.
Like
What'd
nothing
they
happened.
ask?
Just like, what's her deal?
Kind of crazy.
What'd you say?
I was like, yeah, I mean, you know, my role is like her husband, but also I'm just a punching bag, like. And then.
Did they ask?
Doesn't even tell
when you were
them
at the breakfast?
the whole story. Like, she said she was going.
What'd you say?
You know what I mean?
She's still sleeping.
Okay.
Shoot him. Why
Alright.
not mention that? That's
He
a very
rambles
important
through a
detail.
series of unrelated tangents before getting to the moment when his friend was driving him back to the camper van, and he saw the police officers waiting outside.
And he turned the car around, and I was like, listen, I'm gonna jump out of this car, so, like, I can't do this right now, I just need some air, like, I can't breathe, I'm like overheating, like. So I got out, and that was it. He drove away.
Where'd you sleep last night?
I found the tarp and just rolled myself up under a rock. It was dark. I just heard a tarp blow and I wrapped myself up. I was freezing and shivering. I found a place that was like, it was crazy windy, 40 degrees, so I was just trying to stay warm.
Okay.
I was just wandering aimless and.
Well, I appreciate you telling me all that and kind of doing the time span from Friday when you got to Vermont till kind of how we ended up here today.
Do you have any other questions?
Yeah, is that okay? What I'd like to do is really focus in on Friday itself and the incident with you and Emily, and kind of go over that with a little bit more detail. Is that fair? So, my understanding from what you told me is that you got into Vermont between 7 and 8 p.m.
The initial release of the interrogation footage cuts out at this moment. What we know is that they decided to take a break, and Joseph went to use the bathroom. The footage resumes 13 minutes later. Joseph's demeanor while outside the interrogation room was reportedly bizarre, which officers later described as a feigned mild panic attack, noting that he appeared to be forcing a state of vulnerability as a way of presenting himself as the victim. You'll see remnants of it as he now interacts with the officer who escorted him to the bathroom.
Need anything else? You good?
Some company?
Yeah, I'll stand right here. Absolutely.
Can you come sit?
Yeah,
Yeah?
I'll sit with you.
What's your name?
I'm Sam.
Sam?
Yeah,
Nice to meet you. I'm Joseph.
nice to meet you.
Are you the individual that sort of comes in during the breaks and sits with Mr. Ferlazzo?
Yes, I am. Yeah, I'll sit with you.
Thank you.
No problem.
How long have you been in Vermont?
I've been in Vermont my whole life.
Yeah?
Yeah. I've been with the state police for
almost 24 years now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yep.
What's your favorite part of doing this?
A very interesting detail of this moment is that Sergeant Truex could not once recall being asked such a simple question in his 24 years of service. He hadn't once been to therapy, and remarkably can't remember a single moment where he actually sat down and reflected on such a straightforward concept. So the fact that the moment finally arrives from a psycho murderer playing with his food makes his forthcoming pause of contemplation somewhat absurd, yet absolutely compelling.
It's interesting.
Just trying to do the best we can for people's families, probably.
Yeah, it's super important.
That is interesting.
Turkey sandwich?
Yes, sir.
Let me grab you a couple of,
napkin or something? I'll go grab some.
You don't eat carbs, do you? You took all the bread off. I noticed that. Make
Smart
a little,
man.
little lettuce wrap. Do what you gotta do, right?
Well, I mean, if I'm not burning the calories, why would I put them in?
Right.
They ease back into it by asking him non-threatening questions, mainly about his travel patterns in the days following the incident.
Yeah, I think I stopped at that gas station right there and just got right on 89. Yeah.
What was the plan with Emily's body? Like, if the police hadn't shown up last night at, the bus, what was your plan?
I didn't really have a plan. I was just gonna, like, take it into the woods and drop it off.
We're cooked,
I
buddy.
don't know.
Out of there.
Like I said, I had no plan. I was just gonna take it into the
It
woods.
was
and
really
drop it off.
self-defense, bro. Should have reported.
Did you use your phone at all
It
to,
might
like,
have been.
search anything?
Might have been clear. You never know.
Like, were you like,
But this to me
what do
sounds
I do?
like
That kind of thing? Did you do any, like, Google searches or
that's not the case.
Safari searches about what you
He
should
can't.
do?
No,
Didn't look up anything?
no.
Okay. Just asking.
Yeah, no,
Trying to make sure.
That's a normal question.
Did you use your phone to search anything in this past weekend related to what happened on Friday? No?
No, I didn't have any questions.
Okay.
I didn't. Nothing that I was like, ooh, I wonder what the other humans do. Like, I didn't.
When you said earlier that you put the bag over Emily's head, did you just put it over her head or like her whole body in a bag?
Now her body's bagged up.
Her whole body's bagged up? Describe that to me.
So, I cut her body and put it in multiple bags.
Okay. What the? Tell me about that.
Hold the fuck on. Bruh. I was not ready for that. I was not ready for that, chat. What the He said he cut up her body and put it in multiple bags. But yeah, you see Jeb's face there at the bottom right? You're damn right. I was not ready for that. Oh yeah, he is out of there.
I used a saw.
Self-defense kind of,
cut her
gets
body into
becomes null and void when you start taking the liberty to chop up the body and
take it in the woods.
try to dispose of it.
Where did you do that?
In the bus.
On the bus? Okay. Where's the saw?
On the bus.
What kind of saw is it? Describe it to me.
Hand saw.
Just a hand saw?
Jeez.
Did you carry any out into the woods?
Jeez.
Every piece of Emily's body is
He
still
did
in the
all
bus?
that. He done chopped. He done did all that shit, and then went and had pancakes with his sister in the morning. Pancakes and omelets and shit.
On that little paper.
That's crazy.
That's important.
Nah, that's wild.
Yeah.
Insane.
Sorry guys, I know this is probably not an awesome way to have your day go.
Well, those are the, those are the details that I was talking about that are important.
I see we got some new viewers in here. Just in case y'all missed it, this guy had a wife. They got into it. He tried to say on the stand that she threatened to kill him, and she was pulling out her gun. And then he said he got his gun and killed her. And he never reported it, never called it in. He never claimed self-defense in that moment. And now he just told the interrogators that he chopped up her body. So yeah, that's where we're at.
For us to know.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, at the end of the day, this investigation is going to take time, and those details will come out, but, I think it's better to hear it from you. So, with that being said,
you heard it.
What else haven't we talked about that is important for us to know about what happens to Emily?
That's it, we talked about all of it.
All of it?
I don't know what else to tell you.
Okay. So I think we're going to step out for a minute. Do you need more coffee or water or anything?
No, I have both.
You have both? You have to use the bathroom?
No.
Okay. I think those are your chips.
No, you can eat them. I don't eat chips.
Oh, you don't? Oh, hell no.
Starches.
You don't eat any starch?
Does it play games with your stomach, or you just don't need it?
No, if I was going to go hiking, maybe, if I needed it, but I'm sitting here.
Buddy, it's
not
cooked.
doing anything.
Okay.
No, not so you can eat her. Nah, I don't know about that. I don't know if it's going back. It's Jeffrey Dahmer shit.
Is that?
When you would leave the room and come back in, did he recall who you were?
Yes. Passing moments like this may seem inconsequential, yet it's the
crazy part
prosecution's way of
is that he
establishing
did all
mental
that, and then the next
competency,
morning, I guess he
effectively
went to sleep,
neutralizing any possible
woke up,
argument that he was
went and had an
operating in
omelet
a
with his
diminished
sister.
or compromised state.
How you doing, Joe?
That's the
Feel
great
better?
part.
Not really.
No?
Not really.
This interrogation is 4 days later. Some shit. I do the same. I gotta eat. Okay.
So past this part, how much do you know about, the next part?
Like in general, or?
Yeah.
So every case is a little bit different.
What's the next part? Nigga, your ass going to jail, bitch.
First of all,
Out of there.
the other detectives
It's
are
over
gonna
for you.
make sure that what you're saying is true. And Emily's on the bus.
You have cigarettes?
I have them right here.
Oh, thanks.
That's first and foremost.
Yeah.
So what's next?
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna
What's
verify this
next?
stuff, and then,
Yeah.
Cook, my boy.
Cigarette time.
yeah.
You want one?
Oh my
That's
fucking
what I heard.
Jesus.
The conversation was reportedly casual as they went out for a cigarette.
Something else that kind of comes to mind, having this open conversation, I might as well ask, is
Ask me anything.
to
Before this investigator went outside with Joseph for a cigarette, he was briefed on some additional details. One of them was that almost 12 years to the date, Joseph's stepmother was stabbed to death in her own home. The case was never solved. They also discovered that in addition to shooting his wife twice, he stabbed her 18 times.
Oh my god.
is this the first time that something like this has happened?
Yeah.
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 Bro,
He
this
would-
case
he
is
would,
getting worse and worse and worse.
Pretty in depth.
fucking
Holy
awful.
shit.
I don't know if it was you or if it was Sam, but
Bro.
if you would have talked to me.
At first, I thought he just shot her. Then I find out he chopped her body up. Now we're finding out he stabbed her 18 times. God damn. Bruh. Bruh, there's no way.
A week ago. It would have been on the top
And
of the
his
list of things
stepmom
that I would never
too,
do.
possibly? The case was never solved. It's a little
But
crazy.
then
Oh no.
It was such a fucking brutal week. Like
I don't know
nonstop.
about that one.
Like morning to night.
Emily was upset because the location he chose for their one-year anniversary was the exact location his ex-girlfriend was staying, and that's what he's currently talking about.
change.
All right. Well, why don't we go see where they're
Yeah, and,
and
let me just
There's
put
that
your
stuff,
name in
yeah.
there, okay? So it's Joseph, right?
Why?
So Joe, so this is Amy?
I met him.
We met.
Oh, okay. So Amy's,
What do you need from me?
Amy's gonna take your pictures.
They first take pictures of his face, hands, and clothing.
Okay, so I'm not gonna do swabs of your hands, but, all right, so I have not watched, your interview, but my understanding is that, there was some kind of physical altercation with you and Emily, and that you may have been struck, hit, kicked, something like that.
Right.
Will you consent to me taking photographs of you without clothing on? And if you're not comfortable with it being me, I can have Robbie do it, to see if there's any bruising on you. I mean, we can get, like, I could do chest and maybe legs, if do you have underwear on?
Do it.
What the hell did we just watch?
I mean, we can get, like, I could do chest and maybe legs, if do you have underwear on?
Do it.
This guy is so unbelievably creepy, it's almost unbelievable. Our personal take on what he's doing here must have something to do with Sergeant Nolan's tactical display of approachability during their encounter. Something that Mr. Ferlazzo has catastrophically misread, and maybe feels he can use to his advantage in this situation somehow. Or perhaps just deepen whatever distorted sense of self this is feeding into. Whatever the case, it's just so excruciatingly embarrassing that we almost didn't put it in this video.
If you're willing to let me, as part of the consent, to do photographs of your body as well? Okay.
Oh, yeah, they're supposed to cook him on his cross-examination. Supposed to cook him. See.
The truth is that before leaving New Hampshire, you stopped at Market Basket.
I mean,
The Market Basket supermarket
in
is
my eyes,
where
he's
he
already
went to buy the
completely
tools
fucked.
to dispose of
You know what I
Emily's
mean?
body, a moment beyond what he's
How
now
much
claiming
worse
to
it can
remember.
get.
And you'll notice how incredibly attuned he is to the challenges directed toward this assertion. His claim of having no recollection beyond a certain moment is designed to support the idea that he entered some kind of fugue state brought on by shock, suggesting that in his right mind, he would never have dismembered his wife or attempted to bury her in the woods. It's also the explanation he leans on for why he failed to clearly articulate during his interrogation how gravely his life was in danger, the key detail of his self-defense claim.
Right?
I did see that, yes.
That's the truth.
I saw that on the PowerPoint.
And it's the truth.
I don't remember it, but yes.
And you spent $60.43 at Market Basket.
Is that what happened? I don't remember sending the text, but you have it there.
Is that what happened?
So,
And you said to her, I'll see you in the morning.
all right,
And you said, you still drink coffee?
all right.
So that's your
Okay,
sister?
so I see what they're trying to do. They're trying to like
That was what I said
establish
to him?
that he was still in a
That's you have that.
Would you like to
cognitive
see the
state.
text?
I don't remember the text.
In
I
his
don't
head.
remember the text
See,
exactly. So
he's saying you
if
don't
you have
remember.
them, then
Don't remember shit after that. They're trying
Do you
to
wanna see
show
them?
that he definitely
I mean,
did.
I don't have to. If you're gonna read them to me, then we can do it this way. Or
So you've testified that Emily was mad when you got to Bolton.
she was angry.
A detail mentioned by several people in the courtroom
So he
who knew
remembers that.
Ferlazzo personally was that parts of his speech and articulation had noticeably changed during this testimony, especially the word yes. The way you'll hear him say this word isn't how he usually spoke.
So Emily's mad at you. You guys argue, is that correct?
Yes.
And she's rebuffing you.
Yes.
She doesn't want to dance.
No.
She doesn't want the candles on.
Correct.
She just wants to go to bed.
She didn't say anything to me.
She went and laid down in the bed.
Yes.
She's facing outward, scrolling on her phone.
Yes.
You're sitting down on the couch. Correct?
When
Emily's saying these hurtful things to you. You're sitting on the couch.
No.
You're in the bed.
No.
You're standing in the aisle.
Yeah, I was doing some.
You're yoga dancing.
Yes, that's correct.
You light some candles,
Yes,
and Emily doesn't like the candlelight.
that's correct.
And she tells you to put them out.
That's also correct.
And you don't put them out.
No, I don't.
And she gets up and she grabs one of these candles.
No, I don't.
Yes.
These big Yankee candles.
Yes.
Glass.
Yes, ma'am.
Heavy.
Very.
And she starts hitting you in the head with it.
Yes, ma'am.
And in the body.
Yes, ma'am.
And you're able to grab onto her and get the candle away from her.
That's correct.
And that is over. She goes and lays back down.
Yes.
When you came in, she was in the bed.
Yes.
And you
Yes.
are trying to relax,
Yes.
trying to enjoy your vacation,
Yes.
and you make a decision.
What decision?
The decision that you need to stop this.
I was having some drinks and smoking.
You decided enough is enough. I'm going to put an end to this.
No.
You got up.
During direct examination, he had a 1,000-yard worried stare as if lost in reflection. Here, he almost continuously glares at the prosecutor, perhaps thinking that projecting this abrasive display of confidence will render him more credible. The issue is that during direct, he presented himself as a broken husband who struggled to recall anything closely connected to the incident. Yet now he's steely-eyed and steadfast. You could argue that the change in questioning style caused the shift in his energy, but it's the extent of the shift and the complete disappearance of the emotional fragility he displayed earlier that makes the argument he is being deceptive. And just to be clear, I believe he's being 100% fraudulent in both these instances. His true self is still an enigma that I doubt has appeared once in this video.
You got up from the couch where you were having your drink.
I wasn't on the couch.
You told the police that you got up.
I don't remember talking to the police.
You heard yourself tell the police that you got up.
I saw a video.
And you heard yourself tell the police that you got up.
I saw the video.
And you got your Glock.
I'm saying you don't remember any of this.
And when you realized that you had
He
just
don't
shot
remember none
your
of this
wife,
shit, is what he's saying.
you didn't call 911.
No.
That's where he fucked up.
You didn't
right
go
there.
and get your sister.
If it's truly self-defense, he
No.
should have reported it.
You told the police that you put her wallet in a bag.
I don't remember talking to the police.
That's where
I
he fucked
understand
up,
that,
Chad.
Mr. Ferlazzo, but you listened to the video and
Ain't
you
no
heard
fucking
your words. So
self-defense.
you told the police that you put her wallet in a bag, correct?
I did see the video.
And you heard you utter the words, "I put her wallet in a bag."
Yeah, I don't remember that.
You heard
Oh,
yourself
the
say
video
those
from the
things.
on the video?
Yes.
I saw the video. Yeah.
And you heard yourself say, "I put her wallet in a bag."
Yes, I did.
You're able to give her that tattoo and successfully give her that tattoo.
Oh yeah, he gave his sister a tattoo and
Still.
everything after this shit.
Still.
No
God
lie.
damn.
Mr. Ferlazzo, that is your contact information, right?
What do we got here?
You
Bro,
did.
I ain't gonna lie, bro was chilling
remember
after this
what
shit.
day of the week it was when you were meeting with James and Seth?
From the video?
He was
This is
hanging
my
tough with
favorite
his
moment
sister
of
after this shit.
cross-examination.
Whole
He's
time
about to
sister
make
ain't
eye
even know what he
contact with the
did.
prosecutor, and something about how she responds, and perhaps how she
Wonder-
looks at
wonder
him,
what
will
his sister
shake
think.
his feigned exterior just that little bit.
From reality.
From meeting, we are talking about the video, right?
We're talking about reality.
Okay.
So, Mr. Ferlazzo, we can agree that you lie.
Oh shit.
Yes, I have lied to people.
Oh my goodness.
You're lying
gracious.
today.
Oh my god.
About?
Lord have mercy.
Everything.
Damn.
I'm sitting here giving you my recall of what I have to work with.
No questions.
So as you heard earlier,
What you have to work with? Oh my god, he couldn't have worded that any worse. Given my recollections of what I have to work with, the fuck does that even mean? It sounds like you just made the whole shit up.
multiple segments of Joseph's interrogation were redacted before the footage made its way onto social media, yet the prosecution made certain the jury viewed it in its entirety. What you're about to
Bro, cook
watch is, in our
yourself.
opinion, the result of a potent mix of sleep deprivation, mental exhaustion, and an extraordinary lack of situational awareness, very likely enhanced by the calibrated framing that occurred during the opening sequence of his apprehension. He had spent the entire night freezing in the woods, likely terrified and in a state of panic, after coming down off a 3-day bender of drugs and alcohol. Then, while at his most depleted, he was met by a figure of authority who offered him warmth and understanding, followed by another reassuring encounter where the rapport seemed effortless and disarming. The focus of the moment was subtly shifted away from the horror of what he had done, onto his own inflated sense of worth and self-pity, followed by a continuous process of positive affirmations and ego reinforcement, all of which forged the environment and the oncoming result that occurred in the 3 previously redacted segments of footage you are about to watch.
How
Joseph
does that
Ferlazzo
turn
is
into, I heard you
finito.
say that you shot her, so explain how
Okay.
that incident
Out of there.
continued.
Cooked.
I don't know. Something inside me said enough is enough.
Okay. Can you describe Emily when you shot her?
Which is weird
And what was
because
she doing?
earlier on the stand he said that she said she was gonna, like, he's gonna die or some shit like that. And she was reaching for her gun. That's what he said on the stand. So why he ain't telling him that?
She had stopped fighting.
I mean,
She had gone and laid down. And I went and jumped on top of her.
what is he telling him now?
And I shot her in the head.
Okay. How many times?
2.
2 tapped her. Okay. Yeah, you're fucked. Done.
If you could talk to Emily's parents, is there anything that you would say?
I mean, clearly I would apologize for being such a shit. But,
What about Emily?
huh?
What about Emily? What would you say to Emily?
You don't fucking treat people like this.
Wow.
I can tell you that
So you don't even feel bad or nothing.
I wish it didn't happen. I wish I could turn back time. I wish that I was just, I don't know. I don't know if you've ever just like wanted to be a dick, but I mean, I don't do it that well, like, so
Yeah.
I'm usually just like, okay, like, he'll talk about it, fix it, you know, whatever, but
So you felt she was being kind of like a dick just to be a dick?
yeah,
Okay.
you know, like, I don't think that, you know what I mean, like, I suppose it would be like, if I told you guys and you're just both like looking at me, you know, but I'm sure you're thinking like, wow, this dude, what the fuck? You know, like, what pushes a man to do such a thing? Like, I would never do that. And believe me, if you would have asked me last week, I would have said the same thing. Like,
I don't think I've ever been in your shoes though.
Had Joseph Ferlazzo been met with immediate confrontation and transparency, none of this would have plausibly occurred. His demeanor and method of response from cross-examination is likely what you would have seen throughout this interrogation. Yet due to the powers permitted under U.S. protocol, he was guided to a place where he could no longer walk back from. Now, before moving on to the final part of this video, we need to explore the nuance of this particular element, and why that nuance matters. As many of you will know, the permitted use of deception in American policing is extremely controversial, as it's been known to put innocent people into prison through false confessions. Many of these cases have gone viral over the years, with perhaps the most recent involving Thomas Perez Jr.
Well, this video is incredibly disturbing to watch. The man being interrogated is Thomas Perez Jr. He reported his father missing. Fontana police accused Thomas of killing his dad.
It was August of 2018. Fontana police were convinced Perez's father had been
Confessing
murdered.
to
They thought
false murder.
Perez appeared suspicious.
I ain't gonna lie, if I never did anything, fuck am I confessing for? I'm confessing the shit I ain't do. Okay.
Concerning to me that he hasn't been back yet.
They asked Perez to come to the station, and that's where they turned a missing person
There's
case
no way
into
I'm
a
telling them
17-hour interrogation.
some crazy shit like that just because that's what they want to hear. Fuck out of here. No, the fuck I didn't.
Daddy's dead.
Bitch.
We just told you we found your dead dad, and you don't give a
They even brought in Perez's best friend to try and get a confession.
Dude, they got your murder dad.
Oh my God. They even got the friend trying to do their job. You got me fucked up, boy.
When
got
that
me
didn't
fucked
work,
up.
detectives brought in Perez's dog.
Oh my God. They even got the dog trying to help me.
He's dead.
Oh my God.
And your dog
Not the dog.
is sitting here looking at you, knowing that you killed your dad.
That's
There's that.
nasty work by the detectives, boy.
I didn't think that I did. But if you did, where would you have stabbed him? Might have been the building.
What?
They
Oh
learned
my
that
God.
Tom's
People are
father
so
was
fucking
alive
stupid.
and well and was at LAX airport, ready to take a flight to go visit his sister.
Steering filed a civil rights lawsuit in federal court against the city of Fontana, and the suit was settled for
Oh my
nearly
God, they put him through it, boy.
$900,000.
Now, while both of these cases fall under the umbrella category of
fucked up.
deception, you may have noticed
That's
they were
crazy.
starkly different in nature. One consisted of the futility technique and maximization. The inevitability of
They
outcome was
definitely maxed
imposed
that
to such
shit
an
out.
extent
Them
that
niggas
it
run the
caused the
dog
subject to
in.
have an emotional crisis, while the
I ain't
other
never seen them
consisted
do
of
shit
rapport
like that. They run
development
the
and
dog in.
minimization. There was no applied
Bruh,
pressure
dog is
nor
crazy.
manufactured sense of urgency,
They run
and the
the
subject
dog
was
in.
given the space to
Interrogate
construct
that
his
nigga.
own
That's
perception of the
insane.
situation, then full flexibility
Hell
in how
no.
he chose to respond. One worked through fear and coercion, the other through guile and manipulation. But more importantly,
What's good,
one
what's
can
good?
cause
Happy New Year,
considerable
Happy New
harm to
Year.
the innocent, while the other presents a
Appreciate
far
it.
lower risk of doing so. And as you've seen throughout this video, it can be somewhat effective when used correctly. But anyway, here's the remaining segment of Ferlazzo's
Voice
redacted
is low.
footage, right about the
How's
time
that?
where he
That better?
realizes he just told on himself.
Oh yeah, you're cooked, buddy. You're cooked.
Knowing full well exactly where she is and what he has done to her, he texts her phone one last time.
That better.
You're an asshole. I don't deserve this shit. Ms. Adams told you in the state's opening statement that this case and this crime is about ego. Mr. Ferlazzo's ego. And Mr. Ferlazzo's nearly 42-year-old ego being unable to accept his 22-year-old wife disrespecting him. An ego so inflated that after killing her, taking her life because he didn't like the things she was saying to him, because she didn't want to be with him anymore, he calls her an asshole. He tells her that he doesn't deserve this. The state submits that it is Emily, and only Emily, that did not deserve this.
How do you find Mr. Palazzo on the count
Oh
of
yeah, he's
first
guilty as
degree
fuck.
murder, guilty or not
They got his ass up out of there. Yeah, I knew it.
Ms. Jantz, would you like us to poll?
I would.
And Mr. Sego, is that your verdict?
His reaction wasn't recorded as his term
They
was
got
read out,
Beetlejuice
but
ass up
Joseph
out of there.
Ferlazzo was sentenced to 45 years
Good.
to life in prison, a punishment many have argued was unexpectedly lenient. He was subsequently investigated for the cold case murder of his stepmother. No charges have since been filed, and the case remains open to this day.
Insane.